Um, so who would like to see me not cut myself while opening a box? Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. This is raffle night. Like most Fridays this month, I think. I think I might have done them all every Friday. Honestly, I don't know. We are preparing for a trip to Texas, which is imminent. Like next Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Let's take off. So I am trying to raise funds for all the bottles I'm going to buy there. Or just, because I want to buy food when I'm there. Restaurants, I mean. I will have food options, but it's that weird feeling when you go on a vacation, you go somewhere else, you want to eat good food in the area. That's the problem I'm going to have, because I know there are plenty of good food places down there in Austin. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's really loud. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting music set up. Don't worry. I need the background distraction too. Let's see if this does it. Please let me know if the music's too loud or too soft. Let me get the setting right there. There we are. And as for the blade, which I don't like being around sharp objects for reasons, but I am unofficially making this an unboxing. I actually can't see what's going on. Hold on. There I am. I'm making this an unboxing. It wasn't planned at all. This just happened to be a momentous occasion, and I wanted to share it with those of you who are here early. Everyone else who isn't here early, need to be here. Exactly 7. You know I don't mean that. You get here when you get here. But if you get here early, you get a treat. First, I want to say hello to who is here. While I'm saying those words, I thought that thought. 5 figures, high five. Zenbood, Matic! Whoops, that's me. There we go. Matic, oh, it's still doing that thing. Why must you be this way? Anyway, if we don't click on that side, we'll be good. Here it is. Whoop. The box. Let's see which way it's opened. Not down the middle, so it must be one of the sides. It's making glug glug sounds. That's strange. Whatever could be in here. Please don't cut my skin. What sucks about this package, though, is I had to wait all day today because they needed an adult signature. Which I get it, but it feels like there should be a UPS thing where it's like, yes, this is an adult. Check that box off. You're good for the rest of your life. Well, you're good until your name isn't that address anymore. And you'd think they'd figure that one out quickly. Have I done an unboxing on stream before that's live? I feel like I did once, but so long ago that I don't remember. See what's in here. Oh wait, it doesn't work that way. There we go. That requires some thought. Well, they're upside down. Of course they are. I picked the wrong side. 50-50 chance, wrong side. That's okay. Actually, no, this is the right side. Because then I can just flip it over. While they're in there tight. Come on out. Oh, that actually worked. Surprise. This is different. Look at this crazy stuff. It's like mesh cardboard. Come on. No. Save that for later. Oops. Oh, they wrapped them up pretty nice. I wonder. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. This is gonna be a lot. They wrapped it in this, whatever the hell this stuff is. I like this kind of packaging. Let's talk about packaging. But I know it's a pain. Difficult to deal with. Let's see. If I do it just right, I think I can open it without a problem. Yeah. Yeah. I think. mean, I feel like something's gonna jump out at me. Ugh, it smells funny. It smells like, what do you know? Cardboard. Fuck. What a surprise. Woo. Easy with the blade, Brian. I don't need to see blood. Neither does everyone else. Oh, the raffle, by the way. I didn't set that up. Maybe I got something. I will set that up momentarily. But if you've been around long enough, you know what I'm doing is something I've been considering attempting every month, but I don't want to say for certain because I'm not going to do it every month if I don't feel like it, and I never know how I'm going to feel, so it's a complicated issue. But the idea that I like is that viewers like you can enter the raffle and win the samples for all the whiskeys I did over the past month. That typically only works with the four-week month, every Wednesday in 4 weeks. That way, I can send the samples out without issue, since boxes I have contain 4 and not much else. It's not enough room for anything else. But I think it's a fun idea, because then you can get your samples and watch the videos again. If you haven't watched them already, you can just watch them and sample along with me. That would be fun. Which I think that would be fun. If you should choose to do so. This is like an onion. Yeah, it's got layers. Many layers. Crap. What's the easiest way to do this, I wonder? Unroll it. Hell. I'm gonna have so much shit. I think I found it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. It's all recyclable, right? So, no big deal. It does smell funny. Like musty cardboard, which is what it is. Yes, onion. Next. I'm not going to show you what they are yet, obviously. It's the suspense. Now you have to stay here until I figure all this stuff out. I think I got this. All the glug glug sounds that are happening. The biggest thing is that nothing is wet. Because if it were, that would be a huge problem. And one that would be very difficult to resolve, considering. Hang on, Brian. You got this. Positive self-talk. Really good at that. Rolling, rolling, rolling. This is why I don't do unboxings, because they look really neat as if it's a video, because they edit the hell out of it. But you're stuck with me unraveling everything, finding out what musty cardboard smells like. That's nice. These are cute. Yeah. They were adorable. Okay. And soiled. So I will be adding, don't let me forget, I have to actually put up the what is actually in the glass tonight thing. But it's a 2-hour stream, so don't worry. Kylie Hewitt, hey. Hey. Welcome. I replied to your email. I'm glad your hand delivery arrived safely. Oh, and by the way, happy Pizzamas. Pizza. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Charity event happening for the next next week. It started at the beginning of this week. It's running till the end of next week. It's pretty awesome. All I can say. Hey, Turk, hello. Oh, thank you. Wait, is it for the raffle? Because I can check that. You want to be in the raffle? I can do that. The waffle. Hey, chair. How about you not move on me like randomly? That'd be cool. Whoop. I restarted my phone. I don't know why I restarted my phone. I didn't have a good reason. I just felt like it. So I did. All right, the final unveiling. What does it say? Nice, huh? It's like Scotland? The Scotland stuff? I see lock anything. I try to be careful with this because I'm curious what else is on here. But this one I'll be curious about. The next one I'll just tear apart. How's that? Sound good? Okay. I just hope this came through right. I'm always the paranoid type where it's like, oh, the wrong thing was shipped, and it's going to be a horrible, horrible endeavor to try to figure out what I'm going to get next. What's that? Oh. Comes with a thing. Oh, I'm telling you. Ooh. What a fancy bottle. See if it wants to focus. Probably not. Do it, 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 do it. Why must you hate me? There we go. It's almost. Nope. Yeah, but. What? You can read it. Oh, look, a barfly. I wonder what that's about. Strange that. Whatever could it be? Ardmurkin. Pop. How many were there? Woo! Jeez. 324 bottles total in the entire world. And I found one. Wait a minute, I found two. Hope they're the right ones. This is the moment where I find out if it was done correctly, and I hope it was, and I'm sure it was, but I'm just gonna think about it until I manage to open this. I'm being nice with the other one too, because I can use this kind of stuff for later, for the hand deliveries. Oh wait, let me make sure I get this on the right one. I can feel another one. I want to make sure they both have their respective dog tags. More than I thought. There we go. Doesn't say anything. It just says AD. AD on one side. And it has what's this at the bottom? Oh yeah, like I can read that. Oops, because it's upside down. Taste the story. Ardmurkin Distillery. Ardmurkin. Dyslexia? There's a little. Good. I had to make, that was the moment. I was like, are they same or different? It looks like the different ones. Being able to do number 4. 4 out of 319 for this one. And 324 for the other one. So we did get the correct bottles. Oh, good. And I'll just be paranoid about that until I actually try these. Anyway, if you're wondering, these are Aquavitae picks, both of them. He picked 2, and I went to the extreme lengths of getting them both, thanks to Mama and Papa KillCo specifically, because the price tag on these. Wow. I don't like thinking about it. It was about $300 American, give or take. Isn't that awful? But I, as a Whiskey Tube person, have to, one, support other Whiskey Tube people. Not that Roy needs that from me, but he does a barrel pick. I'm interested. Simple as that. I just finished off my Loch Lomond pick that he did, and I'm sad about it. So I'm glad these are here, but I know very little about them. That's kind of my, the whole thing is get a bottle, go in, and see what I think. And I know Roy's talked about them, and I believe he's tasted them on camera, either for Patreons or in his actual live stream. I'm not sure. I am trying to avoid knowing that. I'm trying to make sure I don't see anything or get influenced, other than knowing they look pretty good. They're both 55%, by the look of it. Does it actually have the cost? I would like to know. I love that. That's kind of the thing. But these are the official. This is the official piece of paper saying I bought it. Yay! Yeah, if you buy 2 from overseas, you pay for 3. They actually had different pricings. So for 1 bottle, it cost so much. 2 bottles another. 3 bottles another. It was a little stupid, being honest. So there we go. Unboxing complete. You're not here for Scotch. You're here for bourbon. It's the end of National Bourbon Heritage Month. Thus, you are currently able to try the samples for this raffle of all the bourbons I've done this month. So if you're curious, now's the time. Gotta click on all the things. Da, 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 da. Here we go. 80222 cast drinks. I have one. It's not a cast drink, I don't think. I think this is the one that... Oh, it's right there. Yeah. I didn't plan that. This is the one I believe. Zenbu, you gave this one to me, right? I don't have your name on it, but I think of you when I grab this. This is the... As if that's going to show up. It's an Ardmurken AD0321. Right? Right. Oh, my left shoulder doesn't like me holding this here like this. Do it! Why must you hate me? There's nothing else to see! My shoulder didn't like that. But it is 46.8, so there's nothing cast strength about this one. Blah, blah, blah. Unchill filter, no color added. That's what I like to see. Oh, there it is. It was you. Give this a good home. Well, I did. Oh, Dalwhinnie. Nice. Yeah, it is getting to be that time of year here in New England. I mean, it was 60 degrees Fahrenheit here today, which is what? 10 to 13-ish Celsius? Yeah, 16 degrees Celsius. Which I'm perfectly fine with, by the way. Today was a great day. It's been raining, and I knew New York is getting slammed by rain right now. I don't know what the hell is happening, but random blips on my radar. We're also going to have a little bit of a toast to, I want to call him Dumbledore. What was his actual... The actor who played Dumbledore in Harry Potter passed away, whatever you want to say, recently. Which is a little sad news. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I did enjoy the books. I read them all. And I did enjoy the movies, so it was sad to hear about that. But it's going to happen to all of us, so stop being so grim, Brian. All right, I see... Wait, math. So, Katie Turk, are you in for 6? Is that what I'm seeing, or were you just being nice? Because you do not have to be in the raffle if you don't want to. But right now, you're the winner, so if you do enter, I have to actually get on that right away, or else I will forget. Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a good time. There we go, thank you. Michael Gambon. See, I didn't even know his name, so... But, I still have a hard time thinking about... geez, I'm still trying to get their names in my head filtered out. So... Nope. Doesn't want to switch. Not today, anyway. I'm thinking about the actors from Harry Potter. And I've heard their names and I know their names. But whenever I try to think of them, I am hit first with their character names. So Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ronald Weasley. I should know what their real names are. And I do. It's in there somewhere, but now that I'm trying to think about it, it's somewhere else. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. Hermione. What's her name? Emma Watson? And then... You know what? I actually might not know the name of the last guy. Ronald Weasley. What's his real name? I've probably heard it, but I know he went kind of incognito for after his performance of Harry Potter stuff. He went kind of... I don't know too many other movies he did, but I didn't watch a lot of movies that any of them did, really. Rupert Grint, that's right. I knew it was a really obscure one. That was the only thing I could think of. Da-da-da, hello. Welcome to the chaos. Rah! And yes, it is Friday. Freaking Friday. Katie Turk, you're not answering me, so I'm assuming you are entering. Thus, unless you tell me. Or maybe I just missed it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, for the moment, you're in for 6, and if you don't want to be, just say it now. Or forever hold your peace. There you go. Venmo, leave me alone. And I should open PayPal too because doing a thing. It's good to have that open when things are happening because for whatever reason, I don't know if I turned off the pop-ups or whatever, but sometimes it doesn't tell me. So that's fun. Boop. All right. Once again, I will also remind you, other than the raffle entries, if you want to help out Mama and Papa KillCo right now, like financially, money-wise, you can. There's a link down below here for Caring Bridge. I believe you have to make an account or something. I'm not really sure on that. However, that is an option for you. It also lets you know what they're up to. Both Mama and Papa KillCo have been dealing with cancer stuff, which is really great for my own mental health, but more importantly, their physical health needs to be prioritized. So if you want to be in the loop of that, you can. And if you want to help them out, you can do that there too. Avoiding the Venmo and PayPal and all that. I don't know if Caring Bridge gets cut out of that, but whatever. At the very least, you can check in on them. They've been donating stuff to the channel recently. Show you another thing. I really need to, you know what this is just reminding me of? First of all, that I need to pour something. That's the first thing. Second of all, that I haven't been keeping up to date with my spreadsheet. What a surprise. What I did do, or what I mentioned to my dad and my mom, without, saying, hey, there's this thing that's happening in Rhode Island, and you go to one of the liquor stores. My dad used to get his wine at a specific, not too far away from the house, liquor store. And it turns out they're involved with doing some barrel picks, like 2 local, smaller-ish liquor stores that kind of combine forces so they can do barrel picks. I think that's cool. But it's called the Roadie Brotherhood. Roadie Barrel Brotherhood. Because Rhode Island, Roadie, whatever. But it's this. Got a wax thing on the top. Roadie Aficionado, Volume 11. So they've been doing it a while. This is the first one I've been involved with. And this is actually a rye. And it was not cheap. But all I did was I told my father about said barrel picks that are happening at that store, and immediately he went to get one. That was not my intent, but he got one, which is good. So he donated this to the channel, and it's from something called Rare Character. I guess there's some kind of bottle picking place. I didn't really look into it, but I know that It's Bourbonite will also be getting some of their barrel picks through them, so that gives it some validity in my head. It's just called a Rare Character. So if you know more about that, do tell. Otherwise, I will continue. Roadie Barrel Brotherhood. What caught my attention when I didn't know what barrel picks were there. I didn't know what my dad might even pick at all. I think a lot of them were sold out because people are interested and they go quick. But this is a straight rye whiskey finished in Amburana casks. Class, could you tell me what Amburana is? Pop quiz. And this is coming in at 55%. So that's right where I like to be. 55-ish. And what's interesting is it's a rye finished in Amburana casks. So I'm very, very curious what the heck that'll do. There are other things too that are in the future. I believe I've said this already, but I'm going to update that this December is going to be another Flaviar calendar for the Advent calendar, because Mama KillCo got me one. Again, she did the first Flaviar one, and now the next one, because I was talking about how worried it was about how I'm going to do for December, because I'm locked in for as long as I can do this, as long as I can manage doing this. December has always been the Advent calendar, simply because, not because it's popular or trendy, but it's because it's what I started doing over 4 years ago. This channel is officially 4 years old as of this month, but you can go back further. This has not always been KillCo Whiskey Musings. This was just Brian's YouTube channel where he uploaded his advent calendar stuff because he was going to try to get into whiskey and wasn't sure if he liked it channel. You can go watch those if you want. I don't really recommend it, but I haven't deleted them. So brace yourself. All right, I got to find out which one of these is actually the lowest proof because I didn't check. It's not that. Why did I pick that one up? I believe it is. And I feel like I did a few of these already. Like at one point you could have won the raffle for these and would have gotten a couple of them. But I don't remember. I didn't bother to check. All I knew is I wanted to do one final giveaway to celebrate Bourbon Heritage. Not that one either. Bourbon Heritage Month. And the best way to do that, of course, is to give you the opportunity to try a bunch of the bourbons I had for this month. Seemed like a good idea. Something I may do in the future, but we'll see. I like the idea. I don't know if I can do it. And there it is. Amberana, Brazilian wood. That has popped up far too many times recently. I'm worried it's going to be a trend. So something similar to back a couple of years ago, I think. Toasted barrels, like toasted was the new hotness for a moment in the whiskey world. Now finishings are becoming more popular just in general for bourbons specifically, and rye. And American malts, by the way. So all like the American categories are all getting in. They're like, hey, Scotland did it. Why aren't we doing this? And this newest one, the Amberana, has a very big impact very quickly, from what I've heard. That's why it's more than once I've come across this. And it is a growing trend in my mind. I'm mostly concerned that if it does become a larger trend, what will happen to the actual getting the wood? Because the last thing you want is for suddenly to be a big boom on this one kind of tree and then it getting obliterated, since it is from far away. It is not cheap. Far away to me. Brazil is a dream away. I like the idea of going to Brazil, but then I remember how easily I burn, and I think, nah, I'd rather not. Mr. Great Shot, cheers. Hello. Welcome. Starting off with Penelope. Again, this is It's Bourbon Night pick I did at the first week of this month. Just a touch. I really haven't eaten much today, and I have to drink some of these before 8 o'clock. It took me 30 minutes to say hi, is what's happened here. Sorry, the music's really, really good tonight. Oh, the other thing. The fundraiser for Darrell and his daughter, who has leukemia, went really well not last night. The night before last? Wednesday? I'm really bad at keeping track of anything, really. So I know it happened. I know it went well. That's all I really needed. And I'm getting a bottle from that, thanks to a generous benefactor. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I'm not really sure. We'll both be surprised. Irene's Amberana pick was a bit overwhelming to me. I had to mix it with cream soda to make it all work. Hey, still works. Remember, you can drink it any way you want. Zenboot, at some point I will, well, whenever I open that bottle, I'll send you a little bit so you can try it. I still have to send you a sample pack for your Patreon win anyhow. By the way, I have a Patreon. Ha! Nailed it. And, of course, the other thing I'm supposed to do much more often than I do, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you, bye! I'm really good at being a YouTuber. Starlight finished in Amberana. See what I mean? It's already starting. I'm going to crack it open with a friend of mine. Do it. I mean, do it with your friend. Don't do it right now. I feel like some of those bottles, like anything Amberana, might need to open up for a little bit because of that like really harsh immediate impact. You know what? I need to be on live chat, not top chat. Thank you very much. That's better. Well, first drink of the evening. Cheers, slancha, etc. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot how good this was. The joys of having such a wide selection of things. What I may do, here's another thought. I'm rolling out thoughts tonight, it seems, on top of making an unboxing. Shelving. You'll note I have a problem with shelving at the moment. So the vague idea is at some point I need to look into shelving, but it wouldn't be your standard shelving because I have so much space behind me. Like, you only see a fraction of it, but you can see, like, here, this is a corner of the whiskey thing, and it goes on for at least 4 more feet that way. The problem is it's covered with whiskey. And then there's this table over here, or this bench, or this shelf, also covered in whiskey. So I'll need to figure that situation out someday. The problem is it would be like a fundraiser thing, because as all of you should know, this is the moneymaker here, folks. Right here. So far, so good. What can I say with that? So far, so good. Oh, and to remind myself, the update next Friday, by the way, I will not be here in all likelihood. Maybe. Big maybe. Because next Wednesday I will be flying out to Texas for the Bastards Ball, which will be next Saturday. Oh, it's a week away almost. Yay, that's fun. I don't feel panicky about that at all. Anyhow, it should be a good time, you know? That's the way I'm thinking of it right now. Oh, it's coming in so fast, and this always happens if I have, you know, flight plans and traveling. It's the worst when it's at the beginning of the month. And I did this to myself, I think, with the Somm Level 2. Because in my brain, it's just, oh, don't worry, it's next month, it's next month, it's next month. Next month is a matter of days away. And my brain hasn't really registered that. So until, what, Sunday? Is Sunday the 1st? Is it actually Monday? No, it's got to be Sunday. I don't remember, and I'm checking anyway. Yep. Sunday. Damn. Tomorrow is the end of the month. Whoops. I am so prepared. Oh, God. I didn't think Sunday was the 1st. Oh. It's all happening so fast. Yeah. So the 4th, you will see. The 4th video will go on. That's the only thing I've managed to do so far, is that there are videos set Wednesday and Thursday. Friday? Sorry, Wednesday. Words. There will be a video set for Wednesday the 4th, even though I'm traveling. There will be one set for Wednesday the 11th, even though I'll be traveling back the day before. So I'll be traveling back on the 10th. And of course, there's no way I'm going to do anything for the 11th. But do I have one for the 18th? I'm betting I don't. I honestly don't remember, but there's a plan to get some videos out for the next week too, because I don't want to cram a bunch of work in right after a trip. So I believe tomorrow and the next day, a great deal of time and effort will be put into trying to get 2 more videos out to completely fill up October. I don't know if you realize how much work that is to me, because I don't think I've ever had 4 videos set to go, like an entire month in advance. Has not happened on this channel. It may never happen again, but I have to wait to try and see if I can even get it halfway done. I've gotten halfway done, actually. Getting the last 2 videos set will be the problem. So if the videos at the end of this month, end of next month, seem very short, there's a reason. I don't know if that'll be a case yet. Baby's End Barrel. Did I have that one? Sure I did. Good, Mr. Great Shot. It's been my biggest concern thus far, is will I go to Texas and melt again? I assume I won't. But I did find out what I'm going to be doing. I believe I will be on guard duty of some sort for 2 hours. And it will be during the Bastards Ball, so I'll be kind of incognito missing-ish. There's an Wepic Mushwash Waffle. Please don't make me say things like that. I almost bit my tongue. Also, welcome, Whiskey Uncensored. I hope you're well and dry. Still drizzling a little bit here. Getting stuff done, yeah, something like that. I've gotten half of what I want to get done, which is good. And for anyone who is subscribed and who does have the bell icon, I'll apologize in advance because I need to make more shorts. YouTube wants me to make more shorts. It's a good way to get more people to subscribe. But the most important part is you'll probably see more notifications, especially look what you've done, Whiskey Uncensored. Especially because next week I'll be traveling, so you'll see a lot of YouTube travel bloggy, 30-second BS or 60-second. It's fat and wet. Well, does that mean you will float? We'll say it is. You will. It's fine. So expect a few of those. A few little quick video things via cellular phone. Because I think, at the very least, people would like to see what's going on behind the scenes. Seeing inside the vault again. Yeah. That is my main excitement. Every time I go to Austin, Texas, it's so nice to be in the whiskey vault. You don't even know. And remember, not right now. Not this trip, because oh my god. But there is the chance that in the future, I would be happy to do a whiskey tasting for people in the vault because I can do that. That's part of what being a whiskey sommelier is. People can meet me up, sure, at the whiskey vault, and they'd have to pay for it, but I will do a tasting for you. I still haven't figured out how much, but it'd be a good amount. But I mean, many of you have been generous here already, so I think you'd be okay with it. Should you be in Austin, and unfortunately for this trip, I don't think I'm going to be allowed into the vault beforehand. I'm really not sure. I should ask Daniel to find out if vault access is okay, because I do want to go in there. I would like to go in there before the chaos, because bottles are going to be moved around like crazy, and I'd like to do some research. I have a list of bottles I want to try, so it really helps when they make Whiskey Vault episodes, because I can be like, that one sounds good, I'll just jot that down. I believe they did Open 18 year today, and that sounds nice. I put the yay in sommelier. Yay. Mike Franklin, good evening. Welcome to you. Welcome. High Wive Wingers. Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh, that's so good. Ah, but it's good. Oh, hold on. I haven't done the thing I said I was going to do 38 minutes ago. I'm very distractible today, if you couldn't tell. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Hey, good. You see how I left that nice and defaulty just for this reason? Appease the elegant overlords with your thumbs. And also $5 equals 1 entry. Safe. Now the problem is that I have to update that. I have to update the samples. But I think I did do some of the same from last time. Let's find out, shall we? I did. For all of them? 3 of them? Yes. Okay, so 2 of them I did last week. That are the same. Thank you. Or last week, the week before, whatever. So I don't have to change those. Good. But I do have to change 2 of them. I said I do have to change 2 of them. Thank you. You can see this happen in real time. It's so fancy. Let's see. We got the Old Elk on there. I think this will be next. So Old Elk, Larceny, and then the Bookers. Which, if you didn't watch this week's video, what? And also, there's this one. This is the Charlie's batch. And what I didn't say in the video, because I forgot, was what I liked about getting this is twofold. One, when I was a young boy, elementary school style, the kid across the street was named Charlie. He lived in a hobbit house. True. There's a hobbit house across from my parents' house. I mean, we went sledding on the roof. I don't know what else to tell you. And also, my uncle, Rip, his name was Charlie. So there you go. Double meaning. What do you... Listen, Ben, how much have you had to drink today? Granted, you wouldn't be able to type that as easily if you had too much to drink. All right. We'll remove the Devil's River, because that's not in the lineup. Oops. And we will put in the Penelope. I can't spell. E-L-O-P. IBN stands for It's Bourbonite Pick. Same with WM. WM just means Whiskey Mentors. Imagine most of you would ask that question if you're like, what the heck's that extra mean? Well, it means this. Now you know. 5%. What the? You know what I can't tell? Is it? Yeah, it's changing on screen, which is hilarious. You don't see what I see. Why am I doing that? Screw Christmas. Ah, humbug. Larceny, Old Oak. Ah, yes, and the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Whiskey Mentors that is not on the menu this week. But the Booker's Charlie's Batches. Right? He knows. Also, hi, Hank and Izzy. How are you? Ah, too many words. Charlie's batch is at 63.3. Got it. Ooh. Gonna be floating. I haven't really eaten much today, by the way. As usual. So I put that in there. I still can't believe it. We got two big hitter proofs here, by the way. I did realize I ate something before the stream started, but I don't think it's going to matter. 260+% ones in here. Yuck. Yes, the V5Q3. I am looking forward to that. I went in the wrong place. Again, if you do enter the raffle, please at KillCo Whiskey Musings so I can see it. I don't have I don't allow, is more the term, moderators to deal with it because it's already tricky enough as it is. Thankfully, it's not so crazy that I can actually keep track of it. It's just, I'm even more distracted by it, but it's all right. Penelope, bye. Ugh. That's really nice. It's just the right level of spice, which I like. It's a nice balance between sweet and spicy. It's one of those. Probably why I like, well, hold on. Yeah, maybe. What would you guys say General Chow's chicken is like? Chinese food. Would you say it's sweet and spicy? Maybe thinking of something else, but I haven't had that in a very long time. It's one of my favorites. If we're talking about food, and guess who's hungry? General Chow's with pork fried rice. Oh my god, so good. Also really bad for you, I'm sure. Oh, I took a quick swim. I'm not good at drinking whiskey fast. Every time I try, it's like, stop that. Ugh. Ugh. When does Oktoberfest end? It's soon, right? I had my Oktoberfest beers. Hoppa. Next, Old Oak. Hello. Again, this one's called Sweet Cheeks. Whiskey Mentors Pick. Shoulders. Second quarter. Yep. Just a touch. Nice. I did it. Almost. the typical plan for when I do a live stream, if you're new here, which I think most of you aren't, but it goes for 2 hours. Since it's a raffle giveaway, I need extra time to make sure everyone can come in and get something. Get some! Ow. But with the time segments, it's the first 30 minutes, one whiskey, second 30 another, and so on and so forth. So if there's 4, each one gets 30 minutes, but whoo, did I ever mess that up. Oh yes, please bell. But again, I'm warning you, there will be more shorts in the future. Kung Pao chicken, man? Oh yeah. I'll eat most Chinese food. I'm very... I haven't had many of them, honestly. I'm one of those sticklers who knows what I like, and I get that when it comes to Chinese food. But I think I've done, what's the duck one? Not actual duck. It just got duck in the word for some reason. Or am I just thinking of sweet and sour? Anyhow, sweet and sour chicken's pretty good too. Got it. All right, on to the old elk. Cleanse my palate just a little bit. And as I said earlier, at least I think I did, all proceeds from tonight's stream will go to me getting more whiskey in Texas. And probably paying for restaurant meals. I have a few places in mind that I like to go. There's a breakfast spot. There's a taco spot. There is Salt Lick. I never plan to go there, though. I just end up there sometimes. Because it's barbecue and it's right there. Pad Thai? Hell yeah. I think I like the noodle one. There's a lot of noodle ones. Is that what we're talking about? Pad Thai noodle or something? Censored. I'm starting to get to the point where I can't understand what you're saying. Here's Wahin Wazy. I got part of that, I think. Let me double check this. That looks right. Old Elk, Penelope, Larceny, and Booker's. Got it. Ugh. Oh. Oh yeah, this one's much darker than the other one. This one was nice and spicy and sweet and spicy, like I was saying. This Old Elk is dense. Yeah, hang it easy. I don't know how you do it, man. You haven't had something to drink today? Haven't had anything to drink today? I haven't had nothing, anything to drink today. Good. Should lay off the LSD. We've talked about it. Oh man. Whoa. Outer space music coming at me. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, this one's got the like cocoa powder. Woo, too far in. Thank you, Stream Element Bot. I know you're there. Being weird. Sugar Kitty, hello, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. 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 Oops, fuck. I mean, darn. Darn heck, shoot. Blop. There we go. See what's going on. Need to see what's happening. Oof. It's like a tart, dark cherry. Shush. My watch likes to tell me when it's 10 of and says, hey, you haven't taken enough steps. And I tell you, screw you. Ugh. Make me think of pecan pie. That's so good. I forget what her tasting notes were on this. It's not going to tell me on the back. But it's good stuff. Oh, before I forget again, I did want to point something out, and I need your guys' opinion on this. Or if you know more, because I'm still about this rare character. Just the name itself, rare character, bothers me. I don't know why. It just does. It says straight rye whiskey finished in amber on a cask. All right, we got that. On the back, distilled in Indiana, bottled by Rare Character Whiskey Co., Lexington, Kentucky. Do you see the part that makes me go, It's probably MGP. MGP rye. Asheville, I assume. But I don't know. No more squats. I had enough of those yesterday. My legs don't hurt too bad. Right? I got mine right here. Ouch. I have a bunch of them. This is gonna sound silly, but one of my concerns is not having access to my usual other medication that is legal in Rhode Island, but not legal anywhere else. I can't really take this with me, but what to do about it? Because I got the ones that are relief and the ones that are chill. Yeah, relief and chill. Relief is because anxiety, and chill is usually to help me sleep. But yeah, they don't really want me to move these around on airplanes, so that's that. Rare characters available near you too. Yeah, it's that one was just for the you weren't here for the earlier discussion, but my father recently purchased that because I had mentioned to him about this Rhodey Barrel Brotherhood thing, Rhode Island barrel picks, and I thought that was interesting. You know, if there is two different liquor stores who combine efforts to do barrel picks, why not? I'm interested in that. Just because it's a Rhode Island thing, and I might as well try to get involved in the Rhode Island whiskey scene somehow. Of course, as soon as I mentioned it, my dad went out and bought a bottle. And it was not cheap. That's the part where I feel bad. So it's a rye finished in Amberana casks. And the only saving grace for that is that I know It's Bourbon Night may be doing some barrel picks, or has done some barrel picks with the same, whatever they are, in between type of thing. I don't really understand it. I just know that for whatever reason you can get barrel picks when you work them. My concern is it doesn't say where exactly. It just says, the back says it's from Indiana, distilled in Indiana, which is a big tell to me, but then bottled in Kentucky. So I find that funny. And as usual, I just don't like when it's not straightforward about where they're from. Specifically, not just like from Indiana. Like, tell me it's MGP, please. There's no big problem because I like MGP. Just to clarify. If I like to know more, and oftentimes with things like that, they're vague about it. Damn, that's good. Oh, yes. I don't know why. I just needed that. I need the whiskey in my veins. Yeah, it's good stuff. That's really good stuff. Oh, that's what. I'm like, why do I like this one so much? What's happening? I don't know about this one. Hold on. I always get thrown off by what's different. The toasted is very good, but it's like, as I said, it's lighter, pleasant, sweet and spicy. But what it doesn't tell me is the mash barrel. At least I don't see it. It's aged 4.5 years for the Penelope. Blah, 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 blah. the B-side. What it does tell me on the front of this is that this is a wheated bourbon. What a surprise. Brian really likes the wheated bourbon one. I wonder why. Screw you, Buffalo Trace. Why'd you do this to me? Hurts so good. PJL. Whoop, everything just moved. Hi. Oh yeah, hang on. That's my thing. I mean, I do have pills I can use for sleep. The problem is, my problem is, because I'm fairly certain I have a sensitivity to medication. All right, that includes sleeping medication like that. Because I took 2 of them once. Like the dose on the side of the bottle says take 2 to fall asleep. I took 2. I was not able to function even at 25% the next day because I was so like drowsy and not there. I'm always like that, but this was worse. So if I do take that, I make sure I just take 1. And then I'm usually okay the next day. But oof. I don't need to be more sedated, you know? I got enough problems with that. EC Killer? What? Dare you? It's really good, I know. This is another weeder, isn't it? Isn't it? No, it's a straight bourbon. Is it a weeder? These are weeders, aren't they? I'm confused now. And yes, you'll note I don't remember things very well. What a surprise. Tell me. Why am I thinking it is? Tell me. Ben, I got your bottle right here. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, on the regular licensing, it says wheated barrel mash bill. This one, it doesn't say so. I don't know what that means. Confusion abounds. Don't really care because it's still really good. Wheated whiskey, indeed. Oh gosh, that's good. Nice job. I think one of my what I've come to understand, and this is only like a silly way, that if I were to smoke something with a whiskey or a bourbon or whatever, it would not be a cigar. It would be something else. And even that would be an extreme rarity because part of the problem with cigars, other than its nicotine, and I have no desire to give nicotine any more money than it already makes, but also smoke. I don't like being around actual smoke. It clings, it sticks, it doesn't go away. It's there the next day. You smoke a cigar or near someone who's smoking a cigar, you're wearing a coat, and the next day you pick up the same coat, it just reeks. So I don't like that. And it's too much. I have like sensory problems as it is, and smoke is one of them. Wish it wasn't, but well, no. I'm glad it is, really. I don't want to be around smoke to an extent. The only kind of smoke I would be okay with being around is a campfire. Marshmallows, man. Oh, yeah. That's all I think about. I had a thought coming up on the hour mark. I wanted to do a special announcement. Other than, of course, if you weren't here earlier, I'll show you again since we're hitting the hour mark. But we got an Ardmurken bottle. Oh, wait. We have 2 Ardmurken bottles. What are these? Huh. If you know, you know. If not, just ask in chat. I'll tell you. Yes, I have one of those too. Again, I don't like using it. Even though it's not like super smoky, it's still a little bit much. Just a tiny little one. I just leave it here on my desk. I don't even use it that often. But that one's usually to reduce my anxiety. And I have a distinct feeling I will be taking a significant dose of my Wait, which one is it? Chill, relax, relief. The relief ones before I head to the airport. Because holy gee, babe, I'm going to need something to kind of dull my senses a bit. Like, I know how I feel when I go to the airport. It's not pleasant. It really isn't. It's not a feeling I want to stick with. So, I can already feel it in my shoulders. I haven't even done anything. By the way, if you don't see below, there's a raffle going on. It's these. So if you want to enter and win, you can. Right now, I know there's someone entered. I believe. They haven't said they didn't want to be entered, so they are entered. So there. But right now, there's one person in. 6 entries. So they might win that. And I will say in advance, unfortunately, the phone thing, like remember when I would pick a random number and show you on my phone and it would show the roll thing? I don't know what happened, but it doesn't show it anymore. It makes the same noise, like it makes the hit the ground rolly sound and then announces the number, but there's no visual anymore, which is super annoying for someone like me who likes visual stuff. And I cannot figure out what happened to it. I think it's the same thing for like the coin flip. You used to have a little thing that happened and they just got rid of it. Sucks. Ardnamurkin, sorry. Ardnamurkin. Perfect. Hell yeah. Hang AZ knows what's up. I always do 1-to-1. I always do half and half. Just THC is for the chill one, and that's fine, but for the most part, I don't want to go too hard into the THC, because as I mentioned earlier, I have a sensitivity to medication, so try to be careful with it. Same could be said with alcohol. Like, I will feel the effects of alcohol, not so much in a hangover way, but it is a depressant, and I live with a depressive issue, so I have to be cautious. Even having one drink the night before, the alcohol lingers, and I don't feel my best in the morning. Not like hangover or anything, just I literally like feel a little more depressed than usual, which I don't need. I got plenty of that already. Thank you very much. Oh, announcement. Hold on. I gotta find it. I'm gonna do the AFK thing just for a moment, so hopefully this isn't too loud. I never really remember if it is. I'm gonna grab something. I will be back momentarily. Oh my god, why? Sorry, I forgot to turn the intro off. Really wish I could make that automatic. Anyway. Well, for me it works just fine. Believe me. I am better off having a small, like the doses I take are very small, typically. Like this is 1.2 for one with microdosing. So it's not so much that would cause any more stress. And whenever I take this stuff, I just mellow out, which I need to do when I'm traveling, because you know, people without mental health problems get strung out with travel. Really love it. To the point where I've almost gone up to like ask with like pre-boarding, like you know, the elderly and the wheelchairs and people with disabilities can get on earlier, and I've really considered it because standing in that line waiting to board with so many people scrunched up right next to you. Unpleasant, let's just say. So, remember how I said in my end of the year or beginning of the year thing that I would work on merch this year? Really, Sugar Kitty? What a surprise. Oh look, a barfly. How strange. Sugar Kitty knows now. I got them both. It was a lot. Thanks to Mama and Papa KillCo for footing that bill, because otherwise I would not have done it. I already have enough credit card debt as it is, and I'm going to have a lot more once I get back from Texas. Yay! So you guys ready for this? I'm not. I still think this is a mistake, but I figure I should do this now before I regret it even further. I had talked about doing some more merch at the beginning of this year, and it's freaking almost October, and nothing's happened. But I did get this ready. There are some shirts if you want to look at them. I'm looking into glassware. Yuck, who am I? But this is the one that I got. That's it. Whiskey. That's all you need to know. So those are available now on Teespring. Should you be interested in getting something like that, where it's just a skull, glasses, logo, and the word whiskey underneath it. No explanation at all. I like it. Similar to this. I mean, this was like the copy almost. I might do my face someday if I can figure out how he did that, because that looks awesome, but I can't figure out exactly how to do it. And then he did pizza underneath his, but mine would be this and whiskey. I just have to figure this part out. Wow. Yeah, it's not great, Sugar Kitty. I'm not great with travel. I do it. I'm fine with it. I have a like mental cage ready for it. Just like to keep everything out, but it's really unpleasant. And I seriously have considered trying to talk to the people at the front, being like, "Hey, I got a mental disability thing going on. If I could just get on the plane first, I would really appreciate it." Because standing in the line freaks me out. Being too close to people, being in all that noise, all that chaos. Do that. But as with many people with mental health issues, they don't want to bring it up and be inconvenient for others. They would rather suffer than make it easier on themselves. It's looking great. Matthew, I'm glad you like it. Again, it's an idea. One I hope to change into my face at some point, but we'll see. For the moment, that's available. If you should like to get one, you can. What? Oh, there you are. Hello. Welcome. We're in nothing but trouble. You know it. We know it. Trouble, trouble, trouble. That's good. Once again, a reminder, there's a raffle going on. For these. If you want to enter, you can do it through the Rabbit, through Venmo or PayPal. Please, if you do Venmo or PayPal, just at KillCo Whiskey Musings so I can see it in chat and add your entries. If I don't see it, I won't know. I'm not looking at my cell phone unless I have to. That is one reason I would do so. Woof. Damn. I mean, vodka, you know, it's popular. My default go-to for, oh shit, that's right. Sorry, random remembering thing, and I'm going to try to get that settled right now. I will forget. I forgot. He forgot. But what I will say is I happen to know someone who works for Southwest, and he may or may not be able to get me little free drinky passes. Totally forgot about those. And this is happening in less than a week, so don't know if it'll get here in time. We'll see. What's that word? Accusations? Acquisitions? I'm no good with words. I did that once, like as a test, but I didn't like how it worked. I may look into it. I don't know. The last time I did something like that, it seemed more like a physical disability thing. Because I got in and I checked my stuff, and they're like, "Oh, you got this thing." And I think it was that. Would you like someone to take you to the gate And I'm like, no. Good, thank you. Because I can do that much. It's just the line part. And like, it's bad enough I'm going to be crammed into a sardine can with a bunch of people. But the standing in line part really bugs me. Just live through it. That is also the other thing I do, Agnesy. Typically, it goes like this. Medical cannabis before I leave my house, my apartment, and I don't have a house, my apartment, and go to the flight. Then by the time I get there, stuff should start working. Hopefully after I check my baggage and get through the line. Getting through the line, that's the other one. I fixed that though. This flight, I got the quick pass thing. So I did a whole bunch of stuff and paid money. Just so I don't have to go through that line. I forget what it's called. My wallet is nowhere near me. But I think it's on my... I got my real ID and all that. I'm all set. I got the I'm not going to do anything stupid pass. T? Yeah. Ugh. Ah, yes, I can see that being a problem. Man, I hope you get the aisle seat, because I've stood up a little too fast on some of those things, banging my head real quick. And I'm 5'7", so... Ooh. I always make sure I get a seat on the... Well, I try my best to get a seat on the window, so I can at least just look out into oblivion. And it's a little surreal. I'm pretty sure I disassociate a bit whenever I get to look out the window, because I can hardly believe I'm, you know, hundreds, way the hell up in the air, in the sky. It's crazy. Cheat codes, maybe. Accommodations. Okay, I thought you meant that. I'll ask him. I sent him a message to remind him about the drink tickets. But we'll see. Again, it's the biggest problem with me. I don't want to be a bother. I really don't. But in doing so, I will feel the worst. And I don't know which feels worse, like not asking for assistance and feeling terrible, or asking for assistance and then feeling terrible that I had to ask for assistance. I cannot win. There's no way I get out of this without feeling some kind of awful. Cool. Anyhow, I gotta move on to the next one. I'm behind. Oh. If I didn't say so already, I swear I forgot. I got distracted by my unboxing. Please tell me what's in your glass. I do not like to drink alone while live streaming. Otherwise, I do it quite a bit. Here we go, last need. Barrel proof. This is the B523. I'm coming in at 62.2%. That's almost like a 1% difference between these two, isn't it? That's hilarious. Ugh. Yeah, I just try to put my feet underneath the one in front of me as best I can. But I am one of the people who will, like, not necessarily start shit, but if someone, like, gets in my personal bubble, I will let them know with a directness that some people may find abrupt. And I'm already a bit of a head case, and I already got serious, not anger issues, but I have a mood disorder. It's a real one. So I need to rein it in as best I can. But when I'm in an environment like that, it suddenly becomes a lot harder to do. Peter White. Hello. Welcome. Where I do the thing. More people are coming in. Oh! Yay. There you go. And if you subscribe and you're not subscribed, you get a special thing that happens. Typically, it happens over there. Same thing goes if you go through the mega chat. That's what it's called. Or if you're ultra, mega, super mega set chat. Whoa, hi. Jesus. Nope, that was too much. Okay. Ah, so good. Ooh, Luca Mariano. That sounds fancy. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I know. I'll figure it out. I still have time to fiddle with that, but something inside of me that is screaming, don't be a bother. Yeah. I'm extremely pleasant unless you annoy me. It's simple. Unfortunately, my disorder makes it so I'm very easily irritated by lots of things. Makes driving a thrill. All the no-turn signals. Sugar Kitty, do it. Have something nice. It's Friday. Be good to yourself. You deserve it. I don't, but other people do. That's the mentality I have to deal with all the time. You do you. Take care of yourself. Me? Screw you. You're an ass. We're chilling. Ooh, Tamdu. Do it. Maybe have some Ardnurkin. Ardnurkin. I forgot how to say it. Zenboots typed it out twice and I've already forgotten. Ardnurkin? Nah. Is there an N involved? Ardnurkin. Ardnurkin. Just gotta slish it together. Ooh, Cuddy 12. I've heard of Cuddy. Cuddy Sark? Sark. I believe it's Sark. Is that what I'm talking? Is that what we're talking about? Hada. Ardnurkin. I feel like I'm from a different part of the United States when I try to say that. I want to, and I apologize to anyone who may be mildly peeved by this. I want to say Ardnurkin. That's how I want to say it. That is very wrong. But that's what my brain translates what you type into Ardnurkin. Which might be closer than how I've been saying it. I'm not sure. Yow! That's a spicy boy. Oh, yeah. Ow. Oh, my shoulders hurt. Wow, hi. Thank you, whiskey. You reminded me of the pain I feel. I should drink more of you. That's not good. I'm remembering the stuff we were doing yesterday. All right. It does. I've heard of what that is. I want to talk about it. I'm trying to think of another word. There's this one. I forget what it is, but it's part of your body. It's a fun word. Wow. Damn. I keep adjusting. I can never get comfortable in a chair. There's nothing wrong with this chair. I just don't know how to sit properly. There are numerous times I find myself like crisscrossed in a weird way and, putting pressure on my ankle. There we go. Yes. I was thinking of him. A good word. There are a lot of fun words out there. Vocabulary is astounding. You can find all kinds of words. One of my favorites, and I'll tell you a story while I'm doing this. It's a quick one. Except I'm saying it, so maybe it's not. What was it? I believe it was miffed. I think that's the word I was looking for. It's either miffed or perturbed. I don't think it's perturbed. Miffed sounds like an older one. But way back when I went to high school in English class. No, it wasn't miffed. Ah, damn it. Now I've screwed it up. There was a word, and I've completely lost what it was. Maybe it was miffed. That doesn't sound vulgar. So for some reason during the class there was a word that was brought up, and maybe I'll think about it before the end of the stream. But we were using it like as soon as we found out the word, and it sounded in such a weird way, like miffed or perturbed. They have this little way about them. So the entire class was starting to use it just because in any sentence we were using that word. And I want to say it's stuck ever since, but I can't figure out what the word was anymore. I feel like it was miffed, but that doesn't sound right. The meaning sounds right. It's saying I was miffed about something. Maybe it was miffed. Anyway, words are fun. End of story. Nashville Barrel Company. I wouldn't know anything. The one thing about my world is I just kind of go with the flow of the whiskey life. Water of life. I'm just coasting along. Crisscross. Ride like the wind. Closing in on 30 minutes left. So if you want to get your raffles in now, do it. You're running out of time. And right now it's fairly simple because only one person's entered. So your chances are pretty good, depending. And I'm not certain if they wanted to enter or not. They didn't say, but I'm assuming they did. Why am I doing this? Now. So they're entered whether they like it or not. Now, once again, 2 of these are special picks. Remember that. So there's one that's from It's Bourbon Night, they're Penelope, and there's one that's the Old Elk. That is Irene Tan, Whiskey Mentors. And then we have the 2, what I can only call like rare bottles, or at least hard to find. The Larceny, the B523, and the Booker's Charlie's Batch. 2 bottles I never expected to have, but here we are. They're good. Don't believe me? Watch the video. Oh yes, of course. Remember, if you want to, I know some of you are already doing so, but if you want to play some of my playlists in the background or just watch it on repeat or listen to it, whatever, thank you for helping me with that. The watch hours are getting closer and closer to the 4,000 needed to actually upgrade the channels, so then you can actually just have regular super chats. And YouTube can get their cut, which is what they really want. But I want to check the actual stats. Gosh, I love looking at statistics. It's so much fun. What sucks is the shorts actually get a lot of attention. I mean, that's what they're going for, but just trying to figure out what to do. Like, combine everything I have an interest in into 60 seconds. Good luck. And then have the attention span to put that together. There we go. We are currently at, 3,156 watch hours out of 4,000. That's the closest I've been in a very long time. And if you didn't know, I'll repeat. Once upon a time, I had 4,000 watch hours, but I didn't have the 1,000 subscribers. That's when I was doing a lot more live streams. I might do that in the future. There's part of my brain that says, hey, you can do some whiskey/gaming streams. That would increase your watch hours. Yes, it would. But it would also be exhausting because I have to add these live streams, gaming live streams, and then making video content all at once. And unfortunately, or fortunately, the gaming thing is when I play that, I do that to escape. That's to get my head away from everything else. Trying to make it into a interactive social thing might not be the best idea for me at the moment. And I don't have a really good game for it. I like really fast-paced games, shooters, FPS stuff. And I'm not playing many of those lately. I'm going back and forth between Baldur's Gate 3 and Diablo 4. That's it. I haven't figured anything else out. I might do stuff for Halloween. Big might. But I do have some scary games on here, and I have a... I don't want to call it an ability, but since I'm always expecting something terrible to happen, especially if I'm in a video game, and I've seen enough horror movies, which also don't bother me, and I've seen enough scary games like that, you know when something bad's going to happen. It's going to happen all the time. And since I'm already expecting bad things to happen, well, I don't react quite like I should, is what I should say. Oop. Beam juice. There's a fun word. Beam juice. OGD 114. I need another one of those. I mean it. That stuff's so good for the cost. Don't tell anyone. I just don't see it on the shelves anymore. You know, it's out there. Thanks, Zenbood. Yeah, please, if you want to help out with the watch hours, that's the best way to do it. I like to think that once the watch hours start going up, YouTube will start to slip me into the algorithm a little more. But I don't know how algorithms work, so I don't know how algorithms work. So that's the only clue I have. More watch hours, and then it might get more subscribers, and then it might get to 1,000, and then I can finally open. Whoops, you can't see it. You can finally open this bottle. Well, you can't see it. That one. This big box that's been sitting there for years now. Can't open it to 1,000 subscribers, which is extremely frustrating, as you can imagine. Ugh. What is the new big sandbox game? Stargate? Star something? Starfield? Star Wars? Nope, that's not it. My A key is giving up the ghost. Oh, that sucks. $19.99. I mean, that's a steal. Literally. So good. It's a similar kind. It's a same vein as Wild Turkey 101. Really good, higher proof bourbon for a reasonable price. I've thought about doing videos about that, but one thing, I don't have Wild Turkey on my shelf anymore, but I might. I don't actually need the bottle. That's what I have to remind myself. I do not need to have the actual whiskey when it's just in here. I know Old Granddad's good. I know Wild Turkey's good. I know Maker's Mark is good, but I would go for the cask strength, so I'm not sure what the price tag on that is these days. I think I'd have to do a little more research, and that's kind of where I falter. You tell me Old Granddad, I'll be like, yeah, awesome. Wild Turkey, awesome. But then you go into other high proof stuff. I could say Elijah Craig, honestly. Not because it's over 50%, but it's one of the very few higher proof, just standard higher proof ones. The regular Elijah Craig is what, 47%? Which is pretty good. I mean, considering all the other ones are much lower. Although I do say that knowing for certain that I have very likely 0 bourbons behind me that are 40%. I can almost guarantee that. Almost. There might be one in there that I completely forgot about. I know there's one in the back. Hold on. Excuse me. All the box stuff is currently on the floor and in my way. Oh, Jesus. That's really good. Oh, I can feel that going down. Hi. What are you? Nope. What I was thinking here. Ancient age, baby. 45%, funny enough. Screw cap. Hello? Anything over here? No. I'm pretty certain nothing on my shelves is bourbon-wise is under 40%. I have plenty of Irish whiskey at 40%, and it's still fantabulous. But as far as bourbon goes, I just do not have, I think under 43, maybe? 43 might be the lowest. Maybe 45. I don't know. What got me on that little rant? Is it Starfield? Hanging AZ? I feel like that's it. That's gonna bug me, so I need to check. It's another Fallout sandbox. Yeah, it's Starfield. I always remember at the end. Maybe it was Perturbed. Or was it Miffed? I feel like it was Miffed. I'm going back to the word that I learned in English class. Miffed is a very good word. It's like saying annoyed, except not. Or pissed off, really. Being miffed is not a good thing. And for any of you who weren't here about 30 minutes ago, I don't remember when I did this, but we have a new shirt available. It says whiskey on it. It's all anyone needs to know. Whiskey. Boom. About 20 minutes, 25 minutes until the raffle ends. Your odds are good right now. But if not, I know the person who has entered would very much like to have their... Oh, okay, man. Mr. Great Shot's in. Yes. It was like a Fallout thing. And honestly, Baldur's Gate might as well be the same kind of thing, because there's so much stuff. I am bogged down by stuff. Oh, thank you then, but yes, I have Patreon, by the way. Yep. Exactly. Keep KillCo fed in Texas. That's exactly what's going to happen. I like to splurge a little. Because, I mean, who doesn't? You go on vacation, you want to have some, you know, something nice. There's a really nice steak place down there. Oh, no. There's a really nice Italian place down there. Like, I've told this story before, but I went down there, dinner with my folks. This was probably 2-3 years ago. Lost track of time. But probably 2021. And we went to this Italian place. Fantabulous food. And then we got tiramisu at the end. It was like this. It was like a brick of tiramisu. It was insane. So good. Can't wait to go back there. It's just stupidly expensive. Oh, hello. I see what you did there. Good on you. Oops, I did. So over there have been some entries just now. Very special entries. How do I... Don't know how to do this. Thank you, Mr. Greatshot. So one more drink to pour, damn it. Oh, yeah. Right on. Cool. So, I have to announce this because it just happened. There you go. I don't have to announce this. He did. He announced it himself. Boom. There you go. Hanging AZ and Kathy Huey, you have 2 entries each. Surprise. Thank Mr. Greatshot for that one. If anyone else wants to do that for anyone else, go ahead. I love that. That is the whiskey community being awesome to each other. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm about. Helping to spread the whiskey love. Consensually. Ugh. I've been lost in this a little bit. My God. Woohoo! Ow! Still feels good going down. Ooch. Tingly. What I might do a couple polls. So for those of you who are subscribed, by the way. Whoops. I'm thinking about doing a poll for where I should visit. I don't know. I don't know if I need to build public because I'm gonna try to visit every place I go before. Usually. Right now, it's been, and on top of this, a lot of the distillers are going to be at the Bastards Ball. So most of them I don't need to go see, even if they're like some of the far away ones are going to be there. So I will be able to try what I want. But I plan to go to Andalusia. That's a definite. That's a must. That's basically an always for me. So that tells you a lot. Still Austin is also almost always when I go to. I haven't not gone to it when I've gone to Texas. It's 2. And then there's Milam Green, which I've only been to twice. But the last time I went there was really nice. And they had a nice... What I really liked, though, was their single barrel that they picked. And that was already sold out. I do have their rye over here, which is pretty good. And then... What else? Who else is over there? I don't really go to Garrison Brothers. I've been to Treaty Oak. It's usually really busy, actually. Treaty Oak is nice, but it's a very busy place. The food's good. They have a nice restaurant there, so I'll give them that. And the whiskey's good. Although I don't think I could... I tried to buy a bottle. Something went weird. I think they were out of the smaller sized bottles, and that's what I wanted. So I just didn't buy one. But I don't remember being like super amazed by their whiskey. Nothing against it. Just... I have a lot of options. And right now it's been Andalusia and Still Austin are the ones that I've kind of connected with in my head. And I have good memories. That's the other thing. It's the hard part to beat, is when you have very specific, enjoyable moments at a place. Still Austin is one. Andalusia is one. And the people who work there are pretty good. I haven't seen the guy from Still Austin since I went on the tour 2 years ago. But Ty is usually at Andalusia. You can usually, that says something. When you can go to a place, hello, and almost every time the owner is there and you can just engage with him, if only briefly. Say hi. Rabbit attack. E. Williams, throw another entry. Hang AZ. I will do so. That's son of a... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Everything needs to stop moving. Stop, stop. Okay. 666. Very nice. You fed the rabbit while you were at it. That's one way to put it. Feed the rabbit. Because I don't. He only gets fed by you. He does a dance every time he's fed. What the heck? There we go. Tamdu, cinnamon, and spice. Everything fruit and nice. Ooh. They might be there. I wonder if the rye guys are going to be there again. I would love to try their rye again. There's something brothers. Not Garrison, the other ones. I've said this story before, but there is a... Is it in... It sounds evil. It is. It's a very evil thing to do to get people free whiskey. Nearly. Well, not free, but rare and hard to find. Tamdu's really good, Zabud. Crap. Anyway, there's some brothers who did a very specific thing where they built a new still. Well, no, they resurrected? Sure. An old still design. Like an actual distillery making the still to make the whiskey. And they used a very specific rye grain. It's really good. Like, it's so good. It's wildly different. And delicious. So there's that. I can't remember that. It's something brothers, but I don't remember what. And there are so many different brother combinations in the whiskey world, it's kind of hard for me to think about. Oh, excuse me. Tamdu? No, I'm thinking of a different one. I've had Tamdu. Tamadu. But I don't remember. There's so much whiskey that's going to be had next week. It's unreal. My liver's going to need to take a break. It's because what I didn't say earlier, and I meant to, Leopold Brothers, thank you. I was getting something twisted in my head. I was thinking of the Ironwork Brothers, and I was thinking of the Garrison Brothers, because it's Texas where I usually run into that kind of stuff. But yes, the Leopold Brothers, they're doing some amazing stuff. Look it up. There's a video out there on YouTube about what they did, and it's freaking astounding. Maybe I'll put it on my Patreon if I remember, because it's on YouTube. I just don't remember where. It's a nice little documentary style video. It's not too long, but it talks about the whole process and how and why they decided to do it. It's bonkers. What was I saying? Oh, Bastard's Ball. I will be there. If you will be there, say hi. I don't bite unless provoked. And I found out what I'm going to be doing. Most importantly, because I'm a volunteer, so I'll be helping to set up and tear down in all likelihood. And I will be in the basement for 2 hours, which is great, because I was so nervous about going to Texas and volunteering for the Bastard's Ball, and then they had me like stand outside for 2 hours. But I believe I'm just going to be like a, not a guard, but making sure everyone kind of moves along for the tours, and that'll be fun. And I'll be in the basement, so it'll be nice and cool and air conditioned, and I'm so happy to do that. But I might ask for some clarification, because I don't know what I'm doing. The only problem is I'm gonna have to drive myself in, and that's okay. But they did mention that less cars the better, and I'm just thinking, it's like, I'm sorry, I am of the type where I will drive myself in and no one else, because I am not sure when I will want to leave. I can't be obligated to other people because I don't know what's going to happen with me, let alone dealing with other people. So I don't. Yes, the price is ridiculous usually. I'll have to look into it then, but I mean, the Leopold stuff was really good. The rye especially. It is not like a typical rye whiskey. That's the only... Like, I would not want you to buy that bottle for whatever price and then take it home and be like, "Blah, this is not what I wanted." But I did get to try it at the Bastard's Ball 2 years ago. And I hope to see them again there, but one of the problems for me, at least, has always been I rush around so much at the Bastard's Ball. Like, I'm all over the freaking map. But this time, I'm going to try to focus on a few distilleries that I want to talk to and say hi to and have a drink. The food trucks, very important, and the coffee truck especially. Holy shit. I like coffee, if that wasn't obvious. Caffeine keeps me moving and alive. My heart doesn't beat without caffeine. That's my point. But yeah, there's a bunch of perks that are coming in with being a volunteer. Food being free. It's just a matter of timing it out, since I'm going to be in the basement for 2 hours. And again, I have no problem with that. I don't really remember when the Bastard's Ball starts. That's the other problem. I think it's about maybe 2 o'clock, maybe 3. No, it's got to be like 1. Because it's a very long thing. We'll see. Whatever. I'll know when I get there. Speaking of, I have the Bastard's Ball glass. Can't really tell what it says, but it's there. Bastard's Ball. Ow, hot, burning. Oh, I'm gonna take 21. Why? I have not. Balcones has kind of been off my radar for numerous reasons. Garrison Brothers, off the radar. Balcones, off the radar. I'm just not interested typically, but the price tag usually is the big one. I wouldn't dislike it. I do get a Balcones note that I've noticed, so there's that. I don't always find it, but usually there's something odd about Balcones that sticks out a little more than everything else. And is that it? No, that's mostly Texas stuff though. Like Balcones and Garrison Brothers, just the price range is too high. Same goes for Whistle Pig, that's not Texas, but those are like whiskeys I know about. I mean, I've sipped on a few times and nothing made me go, oh man, I need to try more of these. So I would definitely be interested in trying out peated Balcones, though. I would wonder if that would maybe. I'm wondering if that would overwrite the Balcones note I always get. And I can only call it Balcones note because it's really weird. If the peat would overtake that somehow. Curious. What I'd really like to do someday, and this is like a maybe, if I can ever figure this stuff out. I don't even know if Emma works for Balcones anymore. I don't think she does. But it'd be cool to get her take on Balcones stuff, since she did work there. Or she has worked there, does work there. I don't know what the deal is. Point is, good stuff. I like to try varieties of stuff. I say the same thing about anything. I would like to try more Macallans. I would like to try more Dalmores. Not my favorites. Like I've only had one of their whiskeys, two of their whiskeys from Macallan. I've had a Macallan 12, yuck. And the problem is I've also had the Macallan 18 year. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, it's the Macallan 18 year. So, doesn't matter. And then there's the Dalmore 12. Yeah. And that's the only one I've had. So, I would happily try the other Dalmores, but I get the feeling they're going to be the same kind of reaction. And they're going for the overpriced Scotch thing. They're doing the, like, turn your nose up Scotch, which I don't like the idea of, let alone the price tag or the taste of the stuff. Like, I can only imagine you buy a Dalmore or Macallan 18 year and try it and hate it. That would suck. Unless you had lots of money and didn't care, then you can just dump it or give it away. But whatever. Like I said, I'm open to trying new things in general. Same thing goes for whiskey, even if I didn't like it. I would have to really hate it. I mean, the best thing I can give as a reaction idea is the sweet tea whiskey I did last month, I think. That shows the extent I will go to for trying different kinds of whiskey. That was not an easy one to do. It's so goddamn sweet. Iron Root, that one I really like. Iron Root is one of the few that I actually like. Just straight off. They did a well, how do I say this? There may or may not be a video coming up that may or may not talk about Iron Root a little bit. In my experience is that one of the first Texas whiskeys I had was an Iron Root. They are a Harbinger. And there's a video of it on my channel if you want to try to find it. But it's not great. Like, it's really... It's a travel-ish video and a very brief, I think, tasting at the end. I don't really remember. But it's out there if you want to watch it. But I still need to get another one of those bottles on my shelf because it's one of the few Texas whiskeys where I'm like, man, I wish I could get another one of these. They're kind of expensive, though. And they're not around. Like, I don't see Iron Root in my area at all. Wish I did. But there is something that will be touched on soon. So look forward to that. I don't think it's... Hold on, I gotta think. Is it next week? I think it might be. Hold on. Shoot. Yeah, I don't remember. Nice. Thank you, Mr. Great Shot. I'll have to give you something anyway. You know what it is. Tamdu 15 isn't cheap, but it sure isn't a Farkless 21. I don't know if I've had either of those. Tamdu sounds familiar. Hold on. Nope, different ones. I have some tiny samplers back there. We're running into the problem I have. Ooh. Higher proof whiskey. I can't drink it very fast. So I've had about 20 to 30 minutes with this one, and I can't get through it fast. So what do? We destroy it. Add a little water. Probably a lot of water, actually. Hold on. Yep. Trying to calm it down so I can pour a little bit of the last one here, the Bookers. Which I hope you liked that video. I don't think I did anything too crazy with it, but it was nice to do a fancy Bookers video for once. I am not looking for fancy, expensive whiskeys, but I do think it's astonishing and hard for me to believe that sometimes they get something like this, which I then get to share with everyone else. That's the big thing for me. I'm glad I get to try it. I'm glad I have the bottle, but I'm also glad I get to share it with you. Like tonight. Wow. Well, the larceny stands up to water really well. That really mellowed it out. That was nice. I am a not a strong proponent. What's the word? It's not opponent. It's the other one. Nope. Anyway, I do appreciate personally the whiskey and water. If you ever had whiskey and water, it's very good, but it does help if you use a much higher proof whiskey to do so, and then it becomes its own little cocktail. Proponent, yes, is that it? Proponent of whiskey and water. Maybe not at this time of year because it's starting to get cooler, and the higher proof stuff is usually a little bit of a kick that people like in the hotter months. I haven't forgotten about the hot apple cider thing. I got brandy. It's gonna happen. But like in that case just now, the really high proof larceny, which is delicious, but I can't drink it in a quicker way because I'm doing a live stream. I want to get 4 done. But it's just too much. Can't handle it. Can't handle it. I just drink it really slowly. So, last bit here. Again, this is the Bookers. Kathleen's batch. Last chance to get in. If you want raffle tickets, now is the time. You have 3 minutes. Speak now or forever hold your peace. There you go. That's pulling all out of the bed. Okay. That was a lot more than a little bit. Anyway. That is a solid pour for 60%. Sorry, 63.3%. Two minutes. Oh, man. This is another one. I don't know if it's a higher proof, but I'm getting very dense, heavy cocoa and dark chocolate. Like a thread of vanilla. Oh my god, it's like a bakery. It's baked goods galore. I just thought of the cinnamon roll and maybe a croissant. Ugh. I like both of those things. 1 minute. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's happened during the video, but there's a noticeable note for me, which only makes me think of actual Jim Beam. That's wild. Oh, the Brubaker Makers in 4. The man of Kentucky himself. Thank you, sir. Let me verify and validate and add that and do this and do that. Yes, I spelled it out 4 times. Leave me alone. Time to do 15. Ugh. Add 40 to that now. Ooh. Cool, cool. Mr. Brubeck, you're in. And that is where we're going to end the waffle. Please hold on to your seats as we go into the end of here. First, I got to clear this. We got to put the actual samples away. There we go. Boop. And we turn the scroll off. Although, please appease the algorithm overlords with your thumb still. The scrolly thing needs to go away because it's distracting. Doop. Oh, that's a lot. God damn. Oh. Huh. Why? What a horrible time to get into whiskey. I feel really bad for people who got into whiskey after 2020. Like, they probably got into alcohol a little bit in 2020, and then just inflation and lots of BS happens. Get me started on what's going on in my country right now. It's a little absurd, let's say. With that, let's see if I can switch over here without hurting myself. Am I on the right screen? I'm not. Go. And now we go to... I did it! Okay. As you can see, there are the names. No leaving on midnight trains. Are there actually any midnight trains? Does anyone know? Probably. The best time to be on a train is when everyone's asleep. What am I doing? Here we go. As you can see, there are the names. We're going to randomize once. And this is, again, all the names have gone into the hat. The hat is now being shaken when I hit randomize. Boom. There it is. Can you see that? You cannot. Hold on. There we go. See all 15 names? You see it? You live it? You dream it? You got it? Good. One thing that has made me incredibly sad, and if any of you understand why this happened and can tell me how to fix it, or at least explain to me why it's gone, the assistant on my phone, the G assistant, because I don't want it to activate, I used to be able to show you the roll, like a random roll of the dice and a random roll of the ball. It doesn't show that anymore. It makes the same noise and says the same thing, but the animation is just obliterated. It's gone. And I don't know if that's on purpose from some kind of update or if it's just my phone or what. But either way, there's nothing to show you, which annoys the hell out of me. Anyway, 1 through 15. Hey, Google. Pick a random number between 1 and 15.
Here's a random number, 10.
Katie Turk. Guess what? You're not here. I called BS on Google too. I read something in my frantic search, trying to figure out what the heck went wrong and why I can't see anything anymore. As a visual person, super annoying. Katie Turk, with your early entries, wins this night's waffle. As you can see there. Let me put myself back here since you all got that. Blip. Hello. I have returned. Yeah, just Google being... Yeah, no. It's a thing. I don't know why they would do that. It makes absolutely no sense to me, but I'm not a massive corporation, so whatever. Katie Turk, I don't know if you're here. I think we can get in touch. But if you are here, say something. If not, I'll figure it out. And I hope to get those sent your way before I leave, but I need to make sure I can get in touch with you. So, if any of you know how to get in touch with her, don't post it here. But email me at killco77@hotmail.com. Or I think I have their info, so maybe I'll try and contact them that way. I'm fairly certain that she's won before, or they've won before. There are two of them. But I will have to do a little research and digging to find out. I feel like I sent them something before, at least. I think it might have been the last year's November raffle, which is coming up. Don't forget. I'm sure Ethan Turk does know, yes. Wonder why. But I can probably just even get in touch through the thing that sent the money. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Not something to worry about now. End of the stream is now. 9 o'clock happened. I don't know who else is going live, but I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff going on in the Whiskey Tube world right now. I am going to relax and get some food because I haven't eaten much today, as I said, before I get into the last of this Booker's. But, as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.